Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. And today, well, we're taking an adventure on a side quest. This was not a planned project. I was going through the boxes over there of project cars and kind of went on a side quest there. And then that spawned a secondary side quest. So, as usual, this shirt is very fitting, easily distracted by RC cars, or just easily distracted in general. So, going through the kits, a lot of these things are the ones I've got off of Buy. One is one I picked up from Paul a while ago. Just trying to get an idea of what I need bodies for, what I need parts for, wheels, tires, whatever. Trying to get an inventory of what is needed so I can get some of that a little bit at a time and, not go broke trying to buy it all at one time. But what I did was, I'll put the video up here. I bought a huge pile of stuff from Buy at one point, and one of the things was a huge lot of DTO1 parts. And since then, I bought parts to go along with those, and I actually had enough to essentially build 3 cars out of it. So 2 of the 3 are going off to different homes. One is already gone to its new home, and he'll be building that and showing that on his channel. Not going to tell you who it is yet, because the second person hasn't gotten theirs yet, and I've got the second one here, and it's ready to go out. So I'll be getting that boxed up, sending that on. Once, they have gotten it, I'll tell you about it and go into more details about that. But essentially, DTO1, Mad Bull, a few others, the Fighter RX Memorial was on the DTO1. Let's see, the Super Fighter G is on that chassis, and there's a few others as well. But probably the best known and most amusing to drive of that genre is the Mad Bull. Now, I didn't want to make another Mad Bull because, well, I've got one. Mine's a little bit different than box art. We went with the dark gunmetal on it, and I love it. It's a beautiful little car. These things are hilarious to drive. So, in homage to the Mad Bull, and we now have the Rad Bull. So what's different about it? Well, not a terrible lot. Obviously, looks of it, and I stuck on the orange Blitzer Beetle tires and the worst tires ever made by Tamiya. They have made some doozies, but these are just poor overall. They look fantastic. Gives it a really cool on-road, race buggy look. But they're terrible on the asphalt. They're terrible on the grass. They're terrible on the dirt, rocks, concrete, whatever you put it on. They are just too slick, too hard to get traction. So we do have a set of the Blitzer Beetle tires on the white wheels. So I will take pictures of it with both of them on there. We'll probably drive it with these on just because it's going to be spinning out and sliding around in the grass with it. So essentially bone stock. I did put a torque tune motor in here. There were a few things I had to kind of fudge. One was the rear motor mount. That parts tree is just very, very difficult to find. And I wasn't able to find one for this. I was able to source one for the other 2. So they'll have the actual factory parts they need. Mine, I just took a piece of 2mm carbon fiber, traced out a good one that I had here, and actually I took it off my Mad Bull and traced it out, put the mounting holes in there, and I used a body post off of, I have no idea, another Tamiya kit. It was an extra body post. So basically just the carbon fiber plate, the body post attaches underneath, comes up through the body, works perfectly, and was the exact same height I needed. Now the paint job, my idea was I was going to do a base coat of very vibrant colors, then matte black over top of it, and then I was going to take the Silhouette or the Cricut cutter, cut out vinyl decals to match the factory ones, put those on before I sprayed it black. That way when I peeled everything up, you'd have all those vibrant colors popping out. And the hobby shop had closed. So I was in town, stopped by Lowe's and picked up a few cans of spray paint and said, what make it do with this? Went with kind of like some pastel matte colors. So there's actually one of them is called ink blue. That's like the base coat. And then I went over top of it with kind of a teal and kind of a pink and just kind of sprayed it here and there and everywhere. And was like, not really what I'm looking for. And I sprayed the teal on first and then, sorry, the Mad Bull fell over. Sprayed the teal on first, then I sprayed the pink on. Didn't really like it because it was just kind of too blue and too pink. So what I did is I just took some of the teal, sprayed it into a little tiny plastic cup, took one of the cheap foam paintbrush things, and just dipped it in the cup and just started streaking all over the place. Kind of liked it. But then it was a little too green, or teal. When I started spraying the base coat of the blue, it wanted to spit and sputter a little bit. So it kind of gave me an idea of, can I just make it spit and sputter and sprinkle it with some blue over top? And I did, and sprinkled it with all kinds of blue and blue speckles all over the place. And then I was like, okay, it needs a little bit more pink. So I did the same thing with the pink and sat back and I was like, okay, I like that. Nowhere on it is the same. It's all a bit different. And then for the decals, I didn't want to go crazy and put stock decals on it. And I really liked the way it looked and didn't want to cover it all up with matte black. I thought about putting stripes on there and, spraying it with the matte black, kind of give it that Eddie Van Halen guitar look. But I ended up liking the way it looked. So what I decided to do was just go very basic with the stickers. I had to put the Barfenberry name on the top. Had to put the Blastum on the side. So the Magna Power over here wasn't really something that needed to be on there, but it's purple. It matched with the colors, so I stuck that on there. And then for the logos, it's going to be hard to see in camera. But it's actually like a brushed aluminum vinyl that I cut out on the vinyl cutter, and my daughter helped me with the graphics and changed it from Mad Bull to Rad Bull. So she basically borrowed the B and a little bit of the M, merged them together, and now we have the Rad Bull. I'll get better close-up pictures of it as well outside. I put another small Rad Bull on the front, and then just kind of like I said, just put some stickers on there. The chassis looked a little plain compared to the really flashy body, so I stuck some of the sponsor stickers on there. Oh, and it does have another Rad Bull on the back end. But it's just kind of a goof-off project of spare parts and bits and pieces. It has oil dampers front and rear. It has the 5520s in the rear and 5519s up front. Fronts are a little undersprung. Rear might be a little oversprung. But we're just going to run it. It's just going to be a goofy car, and I mainly built it just to, try something different and have something cool to look at. I do kind of think it does look better, with the white wheels and tires on it. I kind of like the look of the white better, and the tires are a little bit taller than these are. So both, it'll give it a little bit more suspension give, and it'll actually have traction. We can take these out, run it in a parking lot, try to slide it around a little bit. But in the yard and track and everything, it'll probably get these on there. I have another set of white wheels. I just need to get the Blitzer Beetle tires for them. So with that, the only other weird thing about this is the driver figure. I had a painted body, but not a helmet for some reason. And I had another helmet, but not a body. So the helmet is actually from an Axial kit. I think it was the SMT-10, because I think you get the skull face, you get a like a race car driver helmet, and possibly something else. But anyway, I had painted up the race car driver helmet and never used it. And then, like I said, for some reason I had a painted body, so just kind of matched those two together and stuck it in here. So it does have a different head on it than a typical Tamiya driver. At this point, it's all custom, so why worry about being perfectly Tamiya? So it does have a Radio-Link ESC in it. Has a Radio-Link receiver and just the cheap metal geared MG995 servos that I stick in pretty much everything. The Radiolink ESC, I bought that a long time ago. Brent from Adventure Time, he had some, and I was like, well, I'll try it. And I think he had some issues with his, so hopefully I don't have any issues with mine. But it's just running a torque tune, so it should be fine. I mean, I think a 1030 will run a torque tune, so this should be fine. The only issue is it does come with the XT60. I got to put an adapter on there for Dean's, because that's what battery I have charged up. But that's it. That's the little carbon fiber body mount thing, or I guess body mount, and then whatever body mount this was, CCO2 maybe, might have been an extra one from that. But yeah, just a goofball project. So I'm going to quit rambling. Y'all have heard enough out of me. Go outside, get some pictures taken of it, and then we're going to run it around the yard and, see how it does. Not expecting anything grand out of it, just a good, fun, run it around, watch it do goofy things type run. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the, look at the oddball car, and let me know what you guys think of it. Till next time, everybody be happy, be healthy, be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. The white rams. Whoa. Nosedive's awful. Come on, I want you to ride a wheelie a little bit. Nope.